And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Graveyard Keeper. I'm your host, the RPG guy, and let's take a look at where we left off here. We were working on some glass. Still got more glass to work on anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. It's a beautiful Sunday, and we need to get our credit. If we haven't gotten it already, which we might have, since I don't remember, we're going to just go in here and check her out anyway. Doesn't look like it. So this is good, because then we'll have the materials to make the lens that we need in order to make some of the other goodies. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing. Woo! Picked up 112 faith total, because we picked one up, I believe. Giving us less money, though. I think we got a total of 19 faith, which is a lot of faith. Now before we get too far, one of the things we want to do is head out here and double check what we need here. If we want the alchemy bench 2, we're working on this right now. What else do we want? Distillation cube level 2, so we need a lot more steel parts to accomplish that. And then for the desk 2, we need the lens. We also need the lens for something else. Oh, the desk level 2. So, right now. So we need 4, 5, 6 of these steel parts. This is a big one. And we also need 6 more of these elbow joints. So we'll start looking into that. And we need a bunch of complex parts as well. So that's going to be the first big kind of debacle thing we work on here with our current energy. Because we have the faith, we need that. So let's get us some glass here. Out of fire. So let's do 8 of those, I'd say. And then while that's going, we need 4 of these. So we need no more of these. I'm going to leave for the others, we just needed wood planks, so that's not a big deal. Probably need more than that, so... Carving. We'll also need to make more complex parts, but we'll see how our iron is looking. Should be pretty good, but I always worry about it. See, 1 complex part and 3 in here. We might need some more nails too. So let's do 2 nails. Now we need some conicals, so let's do the conical, as that only takes a few minutes. Whereas... well, that takes even less, but let's do this first. We need 6 of those anyway, so... boom. Let's do that lens. Alright. We'll go ahead and rest, because we still need that in the gears, so... there's not much else really for us to do other than process ores. So let's process these guys. We'll process all that stone too. Because we need to start working on polishing stone and other things. Might want to look at making our polishes since we have a lot of oil. Versus using the chisel. Chisels require sticks. Since we're growing hemp now, and we have a vine press, we can start producing our own oil. And what do we need for the rest of this? Bowls, all things that we can easily produce. But we are going to see what's more efficient. Because if the chisel's more efficient, because we only get to use one of these per polished stone, it makes more sense to use the chisel. It's hard to say. It really is, but we'll see. It looks like you use one of these per polished brick. The chisel's actually much more efficient under those conditions. Alright, let's go rest. And then after the conical flasks are done, we're going to work on the gears. Well, I'm producing a crap ton, or metric ton even, of polished stone. Okay, so we only have 2 of those, which is fine. We need to go make a run at some point to get things like graphite and other stuff. So we're knocking all this out. Come over here. We could make these. It means burning through resources we don't really have a lot of. So for right now, let's just make one of these. We can gather more sticks. Okay, this really does see it costs a lot more than that material. Now we've got 6 gears. We don't think we need 6 gears, so no, we don't need 4 lenses. But before we do that, let's check it out. Reason being too is we can get some more wine, I think. Yeah. I just want to double check, because if we need to make more joints or elbow joints or metal pieces, I want to make sure we have it. So we have the means to make the alchemy bench, but we need the workbench. So, oh, we need 2 more elbow joints, so that's good to know. 2 more elbow joints. 30 stone. So, okay. We have enough to make the desk, too. So, okay. I guess we can get rid of the old one. There's the level 2 desk. But we can add more stuff here. I have to look at that. It's easy enough to make. Question is, where does it stem from? Oh, you know what? I think it's not as good as it is supposed to be. That's a prayer of faith. I just have to make it and try it out. Prayer for excellence and whatever. Okay, so we need 30 stone and 2 more joints. Okay. So the next batch of stone we get, that we process, we will not just be polishing up. Who knows how much we even have? We have 1 slab. Yay. Alright. So 2 things. We have enough to invest on one of these, so let's do... There we go. Seriously? It's because it's under the other one. We need more sticks for it. We need sticks. Oh shit, my inventory is completely full. Is there anything we can get rid of? Yes. Well, let's head back to the... Let's head back to the house. After the iron parts too. We have enough stone. I didn't see there was other stone in there. That end. We need that. Oh, I need to make 2 more of those. Okay. I need what? What do I need? I need 2 more of these, and I need all this. We'll go down there and build those other guys. And then we'll use the rest of our faith to do some studying of goodies. Probably going to study our weaponry so we can either A, sell it, or B, you know, get it out of the inventory. Several reasons why we should do that. Alchemy workbench level 2 and distillation cube level 2. So this guy, wish we could rebuild that and move it to the side one of these days. We'll put this right. Look at all this extra room they give us for this too. It's kind of a shame. Alright, we'll just put this over here for now. That's the one thing this game needed. It needed like a movement option for your wherever you put stuff. They should let you move things around for little to no, you know, cost. So now we have a distillation cube. We can just let stuff sit in it like that, it looks like. You can grind stuff into powders. So we got a lot of goodies going for us here. We'll fiddle with this stuff in a little bit, though. Still gotta upgrade the alchemy workbench. Let's make sure we can build it. And these are the same, roughly the same amount of space. We do, okay. So move the old one. Alright. And so with all of that going for it, we're pretty good. We've upgraded everything to do with alchemy for the time being. And what we really need to do is start really kind of trying to analyze and start crafting and making potions. We need to do more with the distillery thing, I think, first, but for the most part, it's pretty there. Really need green. More paper breakdown. So let's do these guys, because it really gets rid of this stuff out of the inventory. Same with that, and the chisels. And a lot of stuff, right? The thing is that we don't have an infinite amount of frickin' things. Ooh, life extract. Very good. The question is what else can we get? Let's try this while we're working down here. Okay, oh shoot, I need to make paper. We have acid injection, lye injection. Okay. Energy elixir and growth enhancer. So we're probably going to want to learn how to make this at some point here. So that'll be a thing. Okay, let's see. We need to dump some shit off, though, that's for sure. Okay. Nothing that gives us blue. Except this. Okay, just get rid of stuff that we don't need to have in here anymore. Okay, really quick. There. Okay, looking pretty good. We need to empty out some of the crap that we're carrying, though. Now, we're out of faith for now, but when we get to dealing with more faith in a little bit, we'll be in a better position to just use more stuff. Alright. Since we don't need to carry these things on our person right now, we can put this all back in. There we go. We'll put those in too. Wow! Oh, and we can put the gears in. Honeycomb, we should have left that downstairs, which is fine. We're gonna go back down there probably in a little bit anyway. Requires goddamn iron chisels. Which means we need more sticks. I could have sworn we could make sticks from something. Well, I guess not. We'll process that at some point. We have an iron chisel. Why can't we keep going with what we're working on? Stop this. We'll process that into oil and rope. Mostly we're going to start putting it towards rope. We do need some oil. I see. It comes from the seeds more than it comes from the plant. Got it. Which means this plant is going to go to the basement. Well, this is not doing anything. We could at least start doing smelting more iron ingots here. That'll keep us covered for ingots for quite a while. The stones. I see. Well, we've reduced this to nothing. We can actually process the stone that we have. Now what we need to do is figure out how much polished stone that we actually need. And we can probably, and this is a big probably, but I'm pretty sure even rather, maybe kinda sorta, that we can do something even more nuts than what we were originally intending. I believe we can actually prep plots of land. So what I mean by that is, like, we can prep places to bury bodies. In any fashion we seek to do. Now with that said, how many bodies are we really pulling up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 10 bodies. So if we're going to pull up 10 bodies, it means we're going to have enough room for another one of these guys at some point. So we want to probably make sure we have room for at least one more of these, if not 2. So we need to figure out the logistics. But I have a feeling we can put 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be a little space at the bottom of this. But what I'm thinking is we start kind of sectioning off how we want to do this. The other thing I was also thinking of too is to look at the wooden prayer stations, because we don't know what this is going to give. It gives us a +2, but we don't know what else it does. So I'm going to go ahead and make a book, and we'll get some stuff together so we can access that as an option. So I really want to know what we can do with that. The only way we're going to find out, for lack of a better term, is to make a cheap one. So we're going to make it as cheaply as possible, using the lowest tier stories. It should be 3 stories. This will make the chapters. There we go. Now, I want to come out through the church because I want to see how much of the other material, so we can just take exactly that. Okay, so it's going to cost 4 nails and 7 fletch. And the other thing too is we need to start cleaning that other yard. So what'll be interesting is as we bring polished stone fences and stuff over to the location, any extra energy we have we'll use to chop trees down and kind of deforest that area. So we need nails. We need flitch. I don't think there's enough flitch. I know that is enough flitch. Let's rest. Because again, when the Sunday comes up, we're going to use the faith to kind of keep scanning through stuff in our inventory. And I might, again, go back to the Kresvold and see if we could dump off the old weapons and gear. There's very little use for it. Now, to be fair, if we held on to the iron, axe and the iron pickaxe and the iron shovel, we might be able to use zombies and stuff, I'm assuming. But I'd rather just make new stuff, to be honest with you, than use the old stuff, because it's just taking up inventory space, and until we have a use for it, like, why bother? Okay, so it would take the place of a flower bed, is what it looks like. And oh, it looks like we could put them over here. So we can actually place 3 of these. So what I think we'll do, I don't want to get rid of those, they're already there. So let's do 1 here, and it gives us a reason to make roughly 2 more. So something for us to consider for later. Now what we'll do with the wood, let's put it off to the side here. We'll have to make many trips down here to get all of it. And I do want to point one little element out, is that we may not have enough storage room for all this wood. So I'm not going to chop down every frickin' tree I see here, because there's just, until we need more wood, there's no point. Or the space, even better, the space. Now what I might do is convert all of this to billet, because we're going to start upheaving bodies, in a sense, and cremating the crap out of them. So that's going to be a reason for us to burn through a lot of this wood. Alright, let's come back over here. Now, what we're considering, whoops, wrong, is grave sites. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. I'll put 1 here. I want to leave this open. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And we'll leave a little gap in there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If we don't leave a space, I'm wondering 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, hold on. We lose a little bit of space, but I don't think it's enough. I mean, it technically is enough to put another thingy of them in there, so let's just do this. Once they're in, we're very unlikely to remove them. The other question is if we can get them from the south. Yeah, we can't get them from the south, so once they're in there, they're pretty in there. So what I would say is this, because we are going to evolve this place later, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it like that. So we should have access to every grave. And we'll put 1 here for now. We know there's going to be 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is the magic number. Okay, so we have 18 that we can do. So we need to process 18 beds or fences, and then we need to process 18 crosses because they'll be cheaper. But that gives us a pretty strong idea of what we're going to do. We're also going to remove several bodies and replace them as well on top of that. So that's a thing too. we need to consider. But at least that gives us a structured game plan of how we're going to restructure this whole place. So there's 18 total, so we may as well do them in groups of 6 maybe. So, because again, it's going to take time for the new bodies to arrive. The other thing too is as the new bodies are arriving, we could even do one better. We could specifically work on the old bodies. We have enough money to pull out the dead bodies and then cremate them, and we could easily have more than enough billet to handle this. We need to actually go down there and see how we're doing for billet. We may even want to bring a chest and just load the chest up with billet. I'd hate to have to do that though, because it's a waste of small resources. But we have an infinite supply of iron technically, so part of me's not that worried about it. We'll have to go look and see what it requires. We'll have flowers on one side and prayer booths on the other. Even though they're both worth roughly the same, I don't know if there's really a reason to worry about it. And the other thing is our storage. We're running out of storage space for shit. I don't want to carry too much crap with me either. Without having to build more storage. What is it? Well, it is those things. So here's what we'll do. This is empty out our flitch. That. Let's make a crap metric ton of billet. We're going to refill this pretty easily. You need to check those grapes too, I keep forgetting. As you can see, we already have some prepped. And I think what we'll do is we'll start bringing the bodies in after this coming Sunday. Reason being is we know we're not going to get a lot of bodies on Sunday. Then we can start digging up some of the bodies outright. You know, we'll say, oh, you know, we'll pull out 2 at a time of the ones we know are kind of worthless, and just start working on it that way. Well, there's some gold star. Let me go grab what I should have brought up with me, which was peat. Hopefully we can get some gold quality buckets of grapes here. We're gonna have 12 now. One in there. Now here's a theory too: is we might be able to do this with a bucket of gold and a bucket of bronze. And if that gives us the silver quality, we're good. If it doesn't, well, that changes everything. We need to do another series, but I think we'll check it out when we get to that juncture. Alright. Let's grab more of that wood. So you can see that I at least have a plan. Oh, damn it. I'm still holding on to grapes? God damn it. I'm still holding on to carrots. They don't belong here. We have a use for them now. Alright. So let's get back to kind of lumberjacking the rest of the graveyard here. Okay. Plenty of wood. I think after this we'll take a wood break because it's going to be the next day coming up. Alright. I would argue we still have room for like 2 more. I'm gonna go back and cut another tree down. Look at that, some wood sticks. Just trying to get all this wood gathered here. So you'll notice the grave markers do not actually disrupt the quality of the cemetery, which is quite nice. So we know we need 18 fences and roughly 17 crosses. The crosses being the harder element. But ultimately a part I'm not worried about because of the amount of iron we're producing. So that's a thing to... I'm sorry, there's not much to say, because doing these big graveyard upgrades, you guys have pretty much figured out kind of the gist behind a lot of this. Is we're gonna do it big. We've done a big overhaul of the graveyard over the last several episodes, and it has amounted to a whole lot of extra work getting done. So that's a good thing, right? And it is. Now we're getting into the finer elements of it, and it making it kind of even trickier to a degree. So we need a level 2 stone grade fence, and for the stone crosses, we're going to need a crap metric ton of not just polished stone, but polished stone, but we're also going to need a lot of complex parts. And if anything, we need 17 of these. So, funny enough, we don't have enough polished stone to even do this. So that tells you a lot right there. But for this is rather easy. There's 18 right there. We'll have some polished stone left over. So let's get to this. Not maxed out all the room anyway. Okay, alright, let's drop these off with the billet that we're carrying so we have a little more room. Hemp and carrots are done. Which I might leave the carrots because we're running out of storage space right now. We've got a metric ton of them already. It's not like it's really helping us all that much to have it right now. We can dump this, this, and this off downstairs, so let's do that. After we do a sermon. We're already here. It is the next day, damn you. Let's do it. Because again, we can study more gear. Figure out what to do with it. Like I said, we're probably going to sell off the old gear. Another 18, that's good. Especially when everything's so goddamn expensive. We'll also examine that hemp. So we can make rope right away. If we can. Wow, it costs 4. Get a lot of green for it, though. Alright, let's do the red chisel because we use it a lot. Anything else? Take that out of there. And then armor. The shovel. We have one more left, but I don't think we can really spend it on anything, so we'll hold off. And we have lots of points to spend on stuff, but like I said, until we know exactly what we want to work on, it's hard to really invest into anything at the moment. Not sure what that's going to give us. It doesn't say. Alright, let's look at, I think rope is in here. Yeah. And then from there we can make candles. Not a whole bunch though. We can make some. We need more honeycomb, which means we need more access to bees. So that's something that needs to go into practice here. But we'll leave the rope here because clearly we need it for stuff. The other thing too is I doubt we have enough material to analyze it. No, we actually do. There you go. Nice. Let's go ahead and drop the rope back off. I'm going to take everything else out of here with us, except for the stories. Doing pretty good on stories right now. Analyze the butterfly, so we can break that down at a point. We don't need the sand so much, but I'll leave it in there in case. Just in case. And then the next holy day, we analyze some more. And then from there, we're going to probably start stockpiling stuff. Now, we do have things we have not examined, like a lot of the food has not been examined, I'm pretty sure. So we'll want to analyze a lot of that. We'll need to take that down there at some point. Same with this, so we can fiddle around with it. But in general, we're going to start wanting to find out more info about a lot of that stuff. We're not quite there yet, but we will be soon. We also need to make sure we have enough ceramic jugs for a lot of the other stuff. Drop that off. What are we doing on jugs? Not very good. We only got 4. So we're going to need to make more ceramic jugs. I don't know how much clay we have, if we even have any. And actually, we have lots of bowls. And those bowls, once we have access to the burner, we can sort that out. Alright. Let's get back to this. Oh, it sticks in that thing. Okay, I want to say we need like 34 of these, and we only got 11. So we need roughly 8 of those. Let's do a natural rest here. Well, we gotta figure out more. We gotta process all that stone. Even before we finish the frickin' complex parts, we gotta finish that stone. We're also gonna need more hemp, so we definitely want to check the hemp and the grapes. But I'm pretty sure the grapes are probably still going, but whatever. Not a big deal. No. Now, what did I say? Ceramic jugs. to be with the iron chisel. So that'll give us enough of that. So, in order to make enough to deal with the stone crosses, what do we really need here? We need still more stone. 30 stone of polished stone is enough for 10. So we probably need 45. So we'll do 40. We'll do 32 on top of that. So just to get us started here. So and because it doesn't seem like we can do much with this chisel, let's leave it out for now. Ceramic jugs acquired. Why they didn't do this like items, I don't know. You know what? Before we get too carried away here. Just drop off the rest of these bases. I don't know where we would put another trunk. And we're going to run out of room here, so we might need to look into that. What is the trunk requirement? 4, 4, and 7. Let's leave that for now. I actually really want to know. Because we're going to need it, or we're going to run out of room to put everything. And again, we got to fill all this shit too, so it's not like we're going to have a lot of room. And we want to make sure we have this opportunity. Okay, there's a chest over there. So that's fine. I feel better now. Yeah, I feel better. between the two chests will be good. Hemp in here. Acceleration extract. Ooh. Break a heart down. Have to analyze that for some green when we're ready to fiddle around with wasting time with that. Right now, we're not hurting for currency, so I could care less. It's more about seeing what we can get out of this distiller, and then working gradually towards some other stuff. When I say that, I'm not very confident about. This looks fine. More than enough. Nothing's going on here. Is there anything we can have going on? Let me do this. It's the rest of our energy here. Then we'll start working on crosses, and once the crosses are there, I mean, we're pretty much going to be able to do whatever we want. So this is a really good place for us to stop right now. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/actor3s for more live gaming action. When we come back, we're probably going to be able to manipulate the grapes a bit and start producing, hopefully, that silver quality that we need to turn stuff in with. On top of that, I would also argue that we will be slowly approaching getting more bodies into the graveyard. We're going to be doing a big overhaul processing. Again, it's a lot of secondary shit, right? It's a lot of, oh, you know, we're playing catch-up in this sense, we're playing catch-up in that sense, to try to get the graveyard up to 200, which will take time, and during this time, we will be able to accomplish other things. Big thing being dungeoneering, which we haven't done a lot of, to be fair. And we also will have a handful of other little tasks. But we should, by the end of the next episode, give or take, we should be rather done with, the, updating the graveyard and having it ready for new bodies. We'll also be, like I said, extracting old bodies and repairing them as well. And then we won't really be touching the graveyard for quite a while. And the reason being is there's just no straight up upgrade right now. We'd have to unlock marble, and I'm not that eager to unlock that yet without a purpose. And yes, we could have unlocked it now, but then we would have had to mine marble. And I just don't think we have the means to do that right now. We also don't have the zombie brigade to geared towards that, and I worry that we need stone and marble, and we would need more zombies before even trying to attempt something so extreme. So it's not something I'm that eager to go out and do at the moment. We're a little short. We need 3, 6. Okay, that's good to know, though. So yeah, so that's kind of the idea of what we have planned. And yeah, so that's my plan. So yeah, we'll get all that built and we'll continue there. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/actor3s for more live gaming action, and we will see you guys next time.